Okay, on to match 4 on Vintage Doomsday here. We're 2-1 and we're playing against Crazy Diamond 513. I think most recently seen on Doomsday themselves. But I know they've played all sorts of nonsense, so I'm not going to make too many assumptions here. We're going to mulligan this. And this hand looks fantastic. So I guess we're going to bottom dig through time. And I guess what I really want to... How much mana do we have? 4 mana, so we can't quite go DT Thoracle Consult just yet. But that's currently looking like what our hand is set up for. Alright, so I guess I'm going to Ancestral. Really should have done this in the upkeep. So far, punt count 1. And maybe I'm just going to peek, see what's going on in my opponent's hand. This is going to let us decide whether or not we want to main phase. Okay, so basically we now know it's okay to go off. We're going to cast Doomsday. We're going to preordain into Gush. Gush is going to redraw us Lotus. So preordain, we want Lotus. Thassa's Oracle. Where's that Gush? Gush. Wraith. Wraith? Why not? I think that's it. So preordain. Preordain into Gush. Gush into Lotus, Street Wraith. Do we have enough life? Yes, we have enough life. Okay. Let's go. I mean, maybe we just... Why are we mucking about? Let's just put these into the pile. Okay, cool, and our opponent's conceded. Alright, so we're playing against Outcome. So against Outcome, we want Mindbreak Trap, Flusterstorm, Duress. There is an argument for copies of Steel Sabotage, but I think we're happy to just ignore those. Daze is not going to be crash hot. We might be able to trim a basic. And the only other card that we might not want here... Alright, so we're going to trim a Street Wraith. Like, Wraith is fine here, but it's just an easy cut. I do want to keep the Chain of Vapor, as I've seen a bunch of decks running around playing, like... Hull Breaches. It can also deal with a Khan or even something like a Time Vault. So it's just an out for a bunch of situations where we don't have an out. Otherwise, apart from that, I think we can just, you know, jam. This hand's not amazing, but it has plenty of gas in it, and it could shape up to be pretty good pretty quickly. We also have plenty of protection. Git probe's fine. We've got our second Oracle in hand, so we're just going to have to pitch that to a Force of Will at some point, most likely. Our second Force pitch is going to be Gush at the moment. We'll just go ahead and preordain. DT is a nice pickup. I'm going to bottom the Flusterstorm for now. We might hold our Force of Wills for when we want to go off. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and Demonic Tutor for a Flusterstorm. I know we just bottomed one, but we didn't really have the opportunity to use it before. And from here... Okay, this is fine. I think next turn, if we can rip another blue card, we will be able to go off with double Force. So what's opponent got going on over there? Like, it feels like they must just have a handful of gas. Do we actually want to do anything here just yet? I think I'm actually just going to try. This step's fine. Mana Crypt. What's going on over here? Knight's Whisper. Like, it's still very reasonable for us to die from here, but there's only so much we can do, right? Okay, perfect. Let's go off with double Force. I mean, if opponent flusterstorms us here, I guess we probably just gush. Like, we let it happen and gush, but we're still going to gush this turn if opponent counters our Doomsday. Actually, I guess we only have single Force of Will, really, don't we? Because we can't pitch our second Oracle. That's awkward. Maybe I should have waited another turn. That was a mistake. Made a lot of mistakes during this league, I think. What's this? Snapcaster Mage. Alright, we'll allow the outcome for 2 to happen. Alright, so we are going to go, I guess, Black Lotus. Gitaxian Probe. Do we? Okay, cool. We do have Duress. Wraith. Wraith? Or maybe it's Wraith Fluster. So we're going to draw... Yeah, maybe it is Wraith Fluster. Okay, so we are going to draw into Lotus Street Wraith. Okay, so we need to take Lotus Street Wraith, draw into Probe, maybe? Alright, let's see what Gush does for us. Okay, it closes out the match. So we're now 3-1, despite making some pretty egregious mistakes along the way.